Here are some of the Android apps that I use on a daily basis, pretty much. Some of which I don't use every day, but I have found useful. And this is only showing not all the apps, but some of the apps, because you can go into the drawer right there, and there's just tons and tons of apps. But the main ones that I use, I keep on the middle of the home screen. But let me go through the main screen right over there. So Pulse, use that daily for checking up different news sources and whatnot. Oops, pressed on the wrong button. But just so you can keep up with all these different type of news companies like Cult of Mac, App Advice, Stripler, etc. All a bunch of Apple stuff. I have a bunch of Android stuff, a bunch of kind of generic tech stuff. Hopefully I went to the right option. Nope. Tech. So like Engadget's one of them. Then just some more tech stuff in general. Go back to the home screen. Pandora, it's pretty self-explanatory. This is where most my root stuff happen. Advanced task, Titanium backup, and ROM manager for swapping out ROMs. Tasker for advanced task scripting, and Root Explorer. These 4 apps you'll need to be rooted in order to use. Speed test should be self-explanatory when I'm on different networks, Wi-Fi or 4G LTE. I'm just testing out the speed depending on the area, location, inside buildings, etc. SanDisk memory. This is a pretty cool app. It actually tells you the different memory amounts, how much you've used for different types of. No thanks on that. Different types of storage, cloud storage. So Dropbox, Google Docs, internal memory should be Google Drive nowadays. But you could add more online storage and it gives you more information. Go back here. Amazon App Store. I've had a Kindle Fire at one time, messing around with it, and ended up getting some Amazon apps. So in order to get it on other non-Kindle Fire devices, you can download the Amazon App Store and get those apps back. LastPass Password Manager, if you use that, and Tether was a hotspot app used in the past for tethering, but now I have the just default Verizon hotspot that I pay for, so no need for that. The My Verizon data widget finally came out for Ice Cream Sandwich, and definitely the battery icon. If you have 4G LTE, the battery goes by really fast. Camera, taking picture of documents, different barcodes, small numbers, various information, easy way to get that, or even doing video of it. These I don't use too often actually. Games for kids, some more games. This I use Spotify. It's really similar to Pandora. Actually kind of make a group up here for multimedia, Pandora, Spotify, and Pulse. So this one I use to keep track of where EV locations are. Toyota Entunes kind of overlaps that. You need Entunes on and then in your car in order to access that. Blink stations, charger point stations, plug shares, vendor neutral, and of course any of the oddball places. And then you have the regular Google Maps, which I use that to search for different locations as well. Typical everyday apps: Amazon, Amex, Newegg, Chase, whatever bank, various bank app, visual voicemail, Keyring. It's actually pretty cool, like membership cards and whatnot. You can actually digitize them. Look, here's my Albertsons card, and the card's right there. You can select it. Nope. You skip past this. And it'll actually come with the code where you can try to scan it. Or just give them the number, of course. Keyring also tries to give you a little bit of information of if there's offers and whatnot. Calculator. Let's go back here. Link 2010 if you have an environment that runs that. We just got enabled for it. OneNote. It's just like Evernote. Microsoft version of it. This is the slew of Google apps. The Google Android Marketplace or Play Store it's called now. Google Drive. PayPass location if you have an NFC enabled phone. YouTube, Play Music, Google Plus. These are pretty self-explanatory. Google Wallet. And this is a beautiful widget, I believe is what it's called. Weather strip. And then these are AIX weather information for there's Carlsbad, San Diego, Humboldt. You can add them just like that. You'll see the hourly report. Gives you the temperature over here, relative humidity, precipitation, location, and current temperature. And then, of course, you have the graph, and then you have each icon showing approximately what they expect the weather to be at those different times. Set CPU is also another root app, and this allows you to set your CPU based on different conditions. And my profile isn't that great, but for instance, if the screen is off, highest priority, lower the CPU to the lowest possible value. And then if I'm really low on battery, do the same thing. And then around 66%, I allow it to go to the medium range. It's interactive, so it'll play around in and out of that range. And then if the screen's unlocked, and any of these are true, which, like if the screen's unlocked or on, or the battery's greater than 66%, that's what we need for that. Set CPU, you have to be rooted for that. TripIt, if you use that, it helps you, like with Gmail, it helps you keep track of your rental car and flight confirmation number. This is the easy access on and off different features like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS. I believe this is the auto rotate on or off, and then the auto brightness on and off. Actually toggles. There's automatic mode. Opera Mobile, which I actually use Chrome all the time now. Hitmonk is really similar to Kayak. I should actually move this over. Should show you this. There's a bunch of travel apps. Kayak is really similar to Hitmonk. Usually I even use just Southwest just to book flights through them. Flight track, keep track of flights, gate information, etc. Cam scanner, scan documents, convert them to PDF. Edamondo Pro, fitness tracker, track how far you run and share it. TripAdvisor, different locations, give you some information on where you can travel, hotel, etc. Different things to check out. TripIt, Kindle, Sky, FujiK allows you to scan different foods. It gives you more detailed information than just what's on the nutrition label about the food. Mixology, different mixed drinks. Jabber, forget why I installed that, but it's a VoIP application. Testing it at some point. Don't really use any of these. Steam powered. There's Box and Dropbox. Toyota Intunes again. TruePhone, Wikipedia. That's pretty much it. The default phone, email, text messaging, and Chrome instead of the regular browser. That's pretty much it. One tweak I did do was swipe. So you can use like just going like this, swipe, just dragging your finger across the words. It'll try to guess what you said, and if it's not really sure what you wrote, it'll try to pick the best one. Of course, you can choose the correct one, which is swipe. And that's information that I wanted right there, and it does Google suggestion. These are some of the Android apps that I use on a daily basis. Of course, there's a bunch that I installed and tried out, etc. in the back, but it's not too big a deal. Actually, this one came with Minecraft. Kingsoft Office was free. Nothing else that I can think of. The Touchdown, if you don't use the default mail application, that's a pretty widely known one. Of course, the USB SIM, if you want to keep up with that. There's the Android and iPhone app. Nope. Just saw some instant heart rate monitor. It's pretty cool. Performance organizing app. And then eye triage is diagnosis. If you're feeling sick and whatnot, you can try to figure out what's wrong with it, inputting your symptoms there. HP ePrint if you have a HP printer. Gmail, self-explanatory. GoToMeetings, I haven't been able to use that yet. iFi if you have a iFi SD card. Google Earth, that's actually pretty cool. Usually end up going to maps, but if you want to get more into the exploring aspect of it, fun stuff. Anyways, that's the some of the Android apps that I use.